Stepping out of the presidency, Barack Obama found himself under a spotlight where expectations are as high as the bar is set. His life now unfolds like a captivating story, with each chapter revealing luxurious homes and stunning vacations. But what lies behind the veil of his post-presidential wealth? We are going to be exposing how Obama has been living and what he has been doing in secret behind closed doors. Let us start with the fortune he has amassed. Net worth. Before diving into the details of his current life, let us explore how Barack Obama built his financial empire and maintained his luxurious lifestyle. After living the presidency, you might assume that Obama's wealth started rolling in only after he became president of the United States. But that's not quite the story. To really grasp how he achieved financial success, we need to rewind to the early 2000s. Back in 2004, long before his presidential journey began, Obama earned a modest salary of $80,287 as a member of the Illinois Senate. During this period, he was dedicated to serving his constituents and making strides in public service, laying the groundwork for his future political career. But his income was not just from politics. At that time, Obama was also a lecturer at University of Chicago Law School, where he earned an additional $32,444, teaching the next generation of lawyers. Beyond his salaries, Obama was smart about growing his wealth. He made savvy investments, including holding assets like the Vanguard Wellington Fund with a total value between $100,000 and $200. Zero major financial breakthrough came in 2005. When Obama ventured into the world of publishing, that year marked a significant shift in his financial trajectory with a lucrative multi-book deal from Random House. The deal included a notable $1.9 million advance for his book, The Difficulty of Hope, a sum that truly boosted his financial standing. When The Difficulty of Hope hit the shelves, it did not just make waves, it made a splash. This book quickly became a bestseller, landing a coveted spot on the New York Times list for 30 weeks straight. Its impact was so profound that the audiobook version snagged the 2008 Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album. Clearly, Random House got their money's worth with Obama's literary debut. But that's not all. In 2005, Obama was not just riding the wave of his new, he also banked over $847,000 from another book deal, this time for H's earlier memoir, Dreams from My Father. This book, which offered an intimate look into his early life and family, continued to brim in revenue beyond its initial advance. The world of publishing does not just reward with a hefty advance. It's also about the royalties that come ruling in. Obama's financial success from his writing was no accident. In 2005 alone, he earned $378,000 from book royalties. The following year, his memoirs continued to generate significant income, with royalties totaling nearly $150,000, while The Audacity of Hope contributed another $425 to his growing bank account. By 2007, the royalties from his books had accumulated to an impressive nearly $3.3 million. On top of that, Obama received close to $816,000 from his literary agency deal and got it, likely from a mix of royalties and contractual agreements. He did not stop there that year. He also invested in US Treasury notes, a safe bet valued between $500,000 and $1 million, and started collage saving plans for his daughters, each worth between $500,000 and $100,000 by the time he became PR president in 2008. Obama holding US Treasury bills ranged from $1.1 million to $1 million, and let's not forget the $1.4 million Nobel Peace Prize he earned after taking office. After receiving his Nobel, donate the entire award to several charities. His post-presidency financial landscape has been just as dynamic. During his time in the White House from 2009 to 2007, Obama threw his hat in the ring for the presidency. After 4 years in the Senate, he stepped down in November 2008 to fully concentration on his presidential campaign. Despite a fierce primary contest with Hillary Clinton, he clinched the Democratic nomination. By November 2008, Barack Obama made his as the first African-American president of the United States, a milestone that marked significant progress in a nation long plagued by racial division. His inauguration in January 2009 was met with widespread celebration and high expectations for change. However, Obama's presidency began under daunting circumstances, with the country grappling with its worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. His administration dove into action with initiatives like the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act aimed at revitalizing the economy and generating new jobs. Throughout his presidency, Obama made significant strides in reducing unemployment. One of his standout accomplishments from his first term was the enactment of the Affordable Care Act, commonly Obamacare. This landmark legislation aimed to broaden health care access and overhaul insurance regulations, sparking both applause and controversy, and igniting a continued debate over American AM healthcare on the international front. Obama focused on responsibility, winding down the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. His administration also made headlines with a high-profile counter-terrorism success, the operation that led to the death of Osama bin Laden, the man behind the September 11th attacks a year into his presidency. Obama received the Nobel Peace Prize, honoring his vision for global harmony. However, his approach wasn't without criticism. Some on the left argued that he had continued and even intensified the military and security policies of his predecessor. Obama himself acknowledged the challenges and complexities involved in navigating these issues of the world. When Barack Obama the Nobel Prize in December, he took a moment to remind everyone that while the world is far from perfect, there are times when nations must use force as a last resort to uphold moral principles. In 2012 to 2015, he earned a steady $400,000 annually as president, alongside book royalties and returns from his investments. Life after the presidency brought its own financial perks. Obama began doing a $200,000 yearly pension, and he's a public speaking engagements which could command fees up to $400,000, provided a lucrative supplement. Recognizing that this income might not be sufficient for their ambitious plans, he and Michelle ventured into film production in 2018. Obama's founded Higher Grood Productions, which quickly made waves by signing a major deal with Netflix. They expanded their reach further in 2022 with a global multi-year first-look agreement with Audible. Meanwhile, Barack's 2020 memoir, A Promised Eye, and was part of a significant $65 million deal that also included Michelle's memoir. The book's success was immediate, selling nearly 890,000 copies in just one day. Between his best-selling books, including The Audacity of Hope and Of the Icing and The Windfall from his memoir Dreams from My Father, Obama has amassed considerable earnings. His books alone have brought in $8.8 million, with his memoir adding another $6.8 million, adding in his government salary of $3 to